Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the July 11th, 2024 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Here. I don't have the, I need the. Did she give me one?
Yeah.
Okay. I got one. I got one.
There we go.
Okay, are there any conflict of interest statements?
No.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting of July 11th, 2024.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Bid openings, I don't see any. Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Nobody? Okay, moving on to correspondence. Letter A, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $181,200 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Dowling Park storm sewer improvements, and corresponding quote from Grimmer Construction submitted for approval.
Good morning to the board. Happy Fest Week.
Thank you. Good morning to you, too.
Thank you.
Yay.
So we designed a new storm sewer overflow for Dowling Park Pond in light of what happened May 23rd of 2020, where there was significant flooding over there. It's our first step in trying to improve flooding in that neighborhood. During the course of design, the engineer assumed that the homes on the south side of 176th place were fed from the back. The sewer was fed from the back. During construction, we found out they were not. And so also during the bidding process or the negotiation with the low bidder on trying to reduce prices, we limited out on our total available funds from the federal government. So any change order at this stage is 100% funded by the local sponsor of the city. It was 75-25. There could be some balancing at the end, but we can't wait for that. So this funds the replacement of those sewer laterals and the curb that will be torn out as a result of those installation of those sewer laterals. The Capital Improvement Board met on Monday night. They approved the funding for this project, so I would ask for your approval of both the quote from Grimmer and the funding allocation.
Okay.
Motion to approve the quote and the funding allocation as presented.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Letter B, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $11,755 of CIB funding to be allocated for the crack sealing and seal coating, trail repairs, Martin Drive, Hammond Housing Authority, and proposal from Site Services submitted for approval.
The board may recall late last year that we received quotes from 2 contractors to seal the surface of the parking lot at the Hubert Humphrey building. It turns out on review that parking lot is in fact right-of-way, right? So it belongs to the city. And we were too late in the year to complete that work last year. And so this request is to fund that seal coating and crack sealing for that lot that's contained in the right-of-way. Capital Improvement Board met on Monday, approved the funding. I'd ask for your approval of both the quote from Site Services and the funding allocation.
Motion to approve both.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Letter C, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $28,825 of CIB funding to be allocated for the 171st Street Extension supplemental design, right-of-way, and supplemental agreement with Lockmuller Group submitted for approval.
This is the roadway that extends from 171st in Kentucky to the new Governor's Parkway project, right?
Got it.
So this is the shortcut to Morton High School that was not originally contemplated in the Governor's Parkway project, which is that segment. Lockmuller has, this board has approved an agreement with Lockmuller to do the design work, but what I had omitted from their design or didn't remember is that we needed to have the right-of-way dedicated, and that requires some additional work. That's what this supplement is for. Capital Improvement Board approved it on Monday night. I'd ask for your approval of the supplemental agreement and the funding allocation, please.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter D, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $13,156 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Holman Avenue reconstruction, sewer repairs on Rimback, change order number 19 with Reith Riley Construction submitted for approval.
I try to keep this brief. Certain damage occurred on Rimbach as a result of an outside contractor doing work. We have to get the work completed, repaired, both in terms of water and sewer. I'm working with the law department to file a claim against AT&T and their subcontractor for that work. And in the meantime, we're just paying the bill.
Gotcha.
At this end. I don't believe it's our responsibility. I explained that to the Capital Improvement Board on Monday, that we seek to recover this cost back in the future, but that's going to take a process, and we want to get this project to close out.
Gotcha.
That funding allocation was approved on Monday, and I asked for your approval of the change order and the funding allocation.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter E, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $21,553.68 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Toll Theater lot resurfacing, change order number 1 with Nees Engineering submitted for approval.
At the request of the Planning and Development Office, we are short on parking in light of removal of what was the old parking lot at the old Goldblatt's building.
Right.
And so at their request, we put some aggregate down at 415 Sibley, which is the old J.C. Penney's building lot, and we put some parking blocks in, and we cleaned that out. That's for this work.
Okay.
It was approved Monday by the Capital Improvement Board for funding. I'd ask for your approval of the change order and the funding allocation.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter F, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of the agreement with Milestone Contractors North for the traffic signal at Sportsplex in the amount of $1,029,076.73 submitted for approval.
So I'm asking for sort of special conditions here in light that it's Fest Week. Mr. President, you may recall in the staff meeting on Monday that I talked briefly about this.
Yes.
Megan, our city controller, Megan Moore, has suggested that this funding come through CIB. It was approved contingent upon both the controller and the mayor's approval on Monday night. I'm asking for your special consideration on approving of this contract. We have to get this project done in November when the YMCA opens for traffic control. And there's a lead time that I'm trying to manage with regard to ordering the signal poles and mast arms.
Gotcha.
It's about 10 weeks out. So we're asking for your approval, contingent on the on the funding allocation. But in order to move this project forward, I'm confident that both the controller and the mayor are comfortable with what we're doing here. So I'd ask for your approval of the agreement.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter G, correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting the approval for Corporal Gregory Flores to receive FTO specialty pay effective July 10th, 2024. The resignation of Correctional Officer Jacob Hood effective July 10th, 2024, and approval of the request for Mikolai Markowitz from the Salvatorian Fathers, Our Lady of Chichoa. I'm going to mess that up, I know, I'm sorry.
Just keep right on going.
Shrine requesting assistance and approval for their annual Marian Bike pilgrimage for Saturday, September 7th, 2024, with attached route.
Andy put that in?
Oh, no, yeah, come on.
Motion to approve Chief Short's request and the request from Markowitz.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter H, correspondence received from Eileen Ibarra, Special Events Coordinator, requesting approval for the pyrotechnic display on Thursday, July 18th, 2024, beginning at approximately 9:30 until 11 p.m. with the vendor Pyrotech FX certificate of insurance has been provided.
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
Ms. Ibarra and I have spoken about this. I've reviewed I requested that she ensure that we get the certificate of insurance showing that we're additional insureds on it. She said she had done that. These are both H and I are for the festival. I'd request their approval, and then please request Linda to forward those immediately to her. She's got an inspection, I know, this morning with fire.
Okay.
Motion to approve and forward to Ms. Ibarra.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter I, correspondence received from Eileen Arbara, Special Events Coordinator, requesting approval for the pyrotechnic display on Saturday, July 20th, 2024, beginning at approximately 9:30 until 11 p.m. with the vendor J&M Displays. Certificate of insurance has been provided.
Motion to approve and forward.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter J, correspondence received from Nees Engineering Incorporated, submitted pay request number 1 from Milestone Contractors North LLC for the Thomas M. McDermott Senior Way paving project in the amount of $89,708.23.
Board may recall, this is a part of an intergovernmental agreement where the board
Yes, sir.
approves the invoices and then sent to port for payment.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter K, correspondence received from Kelly Kearney, Chief of Inspections, requesting the bid award for 6827 Kennedy Avenue demolition to be awarded to Acton Contracting LLC in the amount of $27,200, who was the lowest responsive and responsible bidder.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Correspondence received from Tom Dabberton, letter M. Correspondence received from Tom Dabberton, Chairman of Pierogi Fest.
Good, Al.
I missed L?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Letter L, correspondence received from Controller's Office requesting the approval of the renewal of amusement device license for American Legion Hammond Victory Post 168.
Motion to approve.
And I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter M, correspondence received from Tom Dabberton, Chairman of Pierogi Fest, requesting the approval to close certain streets and parking bans for their annual Pierogi Fest parade on Friday, July 28th, 2024, beginning at 6:30 p.m.
Did he give you another email, Linda, updating the time earlier by chance? No? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, we're good,
all right.
yeah. We're good,
Okay.
Yeah.
Motion to approve.
yeah.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Letter N, correspondence received from the First Baptist Church of Hammond requesting to close off a portion of Oakley Street from Sibley Street North to Willow Court and a portion of State Street from the parking lot before the Hammond Public Library west to the bridge on Holman from 8 a.m. on July 16th, 2024 through 8 p.m. on July 18th, 2024 for their annual youth conference.
I intercepted this on Monday from the law department, reviewed that with the fire and police, and I don't believe it would affect any traffic really in the area. This is an event that happens every year with the city of Hammond. The Hammond Baptist Church was regretted the lateness of their effort, so we allowed them to close it. We are asking you to approve this, given that it's ongoing at this time.
Okay?
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter O, correspondence received from the First Baptist Church of Hammond requesting to close off a portion of Oakley Street from Sibley Street North to State Street from 8 a.m. on July 22nd, 2024 through 12 p.m. on July 26th, 2024 for a conference with about 500 participants. Okay.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter P, correspondence received from Jasmine Matthews, House of Healing Kingdom Tabernacle, requesting to block off Highland Street, Blaine and Harrison, and the corner of Blaine and Highland to the alley on August 10th, 2024, from 11 a.m. through 3 p.m. for their back-to-school event.
Motion to approve.
And I second. Letter P.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter Q. We don't get the Q very often. Correspondence received from New Zion Temple Church requesting to block off Tapper Street from the corner of Merrill Street to the corner of Morris Street on August 18th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for a community event. Apparently her phone was ringing. Not sure. I'm not sure, but I think.
Caller, are you there? Okay, motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Number 8, matters from, keep it together. Keep it together. Matters from board members?
Yeah. I'm good, sir.
Good, good?
Yeah, just everybody remember the fest that's going on this week.
That's right.
Hammond Festival of the Lakes. Be there, that's the place to be.
A lot of tomfoolery going on
That's
there.
a
lot of tomfoolery, yes.
Safe tomfoolery. though.
Safe tomfoolery.
That's right, yep.
Number 9, new business. Letter A, funding allocation request form requesting $10,000 from the 5th District Council, 5th District Gaming Fund to be allocated for the Dowling Park Pond. Work submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Funding allocation request form requesting $10,000 from the 5th District Gaming Fund to be allocated for the Festival of the Lakes. Sponsorship submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second that too.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter C, orders to rescind and release, order to demolish properties located at 6625 Alexander Avenue and 7428 Walnut Avenue submitted for approval.
These properties have been requested to be released and rescinded, and I know Linda's prepared the paperwork, so I'd request their approval.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're going to approve, we're going to approve all of them except that one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Letter D, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
Motion to approve all except 6703 Nevada.
And the reason we're denying that, it's their third request they've made. So,
And I second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 10, old business, letter A, 6411 Harrison, request from Kevin Smith to withdraw the order to demolish property due to notice issue regarding the July 11th, 2024 hearing and reset this matter for August 15th, 2024.
A couple things happened in this matter. One, the law department thought that we had proper notice of last week's hearing, and so I represented that to the board. I was mistaken in that regard, and Linda informed me afterwards that we did not, due to just a glitch in our process. So I apologize for that, because the board entered an order of demolition based on, in part, that we had good notice. Since that time, Linda has, I don't know, it's already gone out. So new notice has gone out so that we let them know that the hearing is going to be August
15th.
8th?
15th.
15th, thank you, sir. Thanks, Donnie. August 15th. However, Mr. Luter has informed me that since last week, the family has completed a sale of the property, and so there's a new owner that needs new notice for August 15th. And he's going to get Linda and the law department the deed, and we'll give them notice as well. However, I believe that Mr. Luter does have a report on that property. You can recall it was in pretty bad shape and had not been touched, so I'll let Mr. Luter update the board.
Right, we went with the new owner yesterday afternoon. He brought in deed. We'll get that to Attorney Smith's office and law department. But we did allow the new owner to replace the roof and tear off the back porch that was falling apart, just to make the house a little safer before we did everything. But he is well aware that the property is on the demolition list. He actually paid for the demolition inspection yesterday. It's really just a matter of me typing up a report. I've been in the house 2-3 times already, and I have a full set of pictures.
Okay, so how far, you want to set a date for status or
We
something?
can keep it that August 15th date.
Just keep it that date?
As long as he's fine with that, and then we'll get a rehab agreement somewhere in between. We can always move dates.
No action then, right?
That'd be a question.
That's it?
Oh, yeah, to withdraw, okay. Yeah,
Kevin, are you still good with that August 15th date? That's okay, no problem.
Mr. Farrell, yes, I am, as long as we can provide notice to the new owner.
Yeah, new
Okay.
owner.
And withdraw the,
You mean the yeah,
Yes.
so I'd like to, the board action today, if we could, would be to withdraw the order from last week, or rescind it, I guess. And then we'll have before you on the 15th, the request to affirm the order for Mr. Kearney on 6411. And then we may, by that time, have a rehab agreement too. We'll just see what happens.
Very well
with,
should.
Mr.
okay.
Luter.
motion to rescind the order, it entered 7/11/2024 to serve the owner with notice and all the,
And keep the hearing on August 15th,
and the
2024.
August 15th status.
Yeah.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, late business license, Swanell Incorporated, 6044 Erie Avenue.
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
EJ Roviero with Swanell Beverage, Controller. I've been paying the bills with Swanell for the past 15, 20 years. The company's been prompt with making payments for the business license with the city. Upon speaking with the Controller's office here, we were unaware that they were not sending out invoices for the business license any longer. So going forward, I understand to be more proactive with this, I'm just asking for a one-time relief for the late fees that were assessed.
All right. Good morning, Board.
Thank you. Can we have you, sir, can we have your name again?
Yes, EJ Roviero.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. So it looks like, the last license that was held by the business was in 2020. So we're here today for 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25, which are a total of 5 years at 1520 in license and late fees. So it would be my recommendation to forward this to Kevin Smith's office for negotiation of a settlement agreement due to the number of years and amount owed, and to stay in line with what I previously would be requesting for these licenses. But they were initially, formed in '76. It's been under the same ownership. They've renewed their, entity with the Secretary of State on an annual basis. They have registered previously from 2006 through 2020, and it appears they did hold a license throughout that time frame, and then in 2020 is when they ceased to obtain the license. So it would be my recommendation to send it to Kevin Smith's office to negotiate a settlement agreement with them, but I'll leave that up to the board.
Were you aware that you were that many years behind?
Yes, just recently I was aware, but again, we were receiving invoices on an annual basis, and when I spoke with the Controller's office, they had said that they now mail out postcards to notify us about remitting payment for that. So again, now knowing that, I don't know if that was lost in the shuffle or what, but again, in years past, we've been very prompt, and I guess with this change in invoicing and sending out notices, that I know now to be more proactive going forward with remitting payments.
Yeah, the postcard thing just started recently, so
Okay.
that wouldn't have been 5 years ago.
Okay.
I think we should send it to Ms. Sursick, yeah. You got a question?
I was just gonna say, I mean, obviously, if Swanell wants it, if they just wanna be current and pay it, that they can do that, of course.
Yes.
Yes, of
But
course.
that's up to them, if they wanna
I can do that today, even.
negotiate that or whatever.
I mean, you can be current as of today if you'd like, or we can send it to Smith Sursick and you work out some kind of
No,
agreement with them.
I can be current as of today. Yes, sir.
But we're not, even if we don't waive late fees? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, of course, yeah, I can pay off through 2025.
Get current, which is awesome. I mean, we appreciate that, so I just wanna make sure he understands the balance due is 1,520.
You're aware of that, sir?
Yes.
So if the board wanted to give, he could take the invoice that I provided the board, and if he wants to take that to the Controller, he could settle it today.
He did. Well, did you charge him a late fee for 25? Is he late for that already?
Correct, yeah, it would be, well, no, technically, he would have until 31st of this month, so I can revise the invoice to remove the late fee for,
So the new total would be 1320.
correct, yeah, 1320.
Okay, and you're good with that, paying that today?
Yes.
Okay,
If he has, so if he'd like to wait till after the meeting, I'll go down, I'll amend the invoice and give him an accurate one to take to the Controller today.
okay.
Motion to enforce the late fee.
I second.
Just for clarification, except for 25, that's going to be taken off. But all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you, sir. Okay, number 11, late rental registration hearings, letter A, 7333 Carolina.
Yes, good morning, Board. This is Ernest Flores. Sorry I couldn't be there in person. I had a planned family vacation, and I'm in Hawaii, and it's very early.
We're jealous of Hawaii, first of all, but what was your name again, sir?
Ernest Flores, I'm the owner of the property.
Okay, can you tell us what happened, Mr. Flores?
So was my mother's house. She passed away a little over a year and a half ago. We were on the fence whether if we were going to sell it or if we were going to rent the property. We decided to refurbish the house. We just put it on the market last May. We have a tenant living in there now, and I was not aware that we needed to register this house as a rental property some months ago, since this is my first time doing this. So I just wanted to process this the correct way, and that's how I found myself here.
So this would be the first time the property is being registered. Mr. Flores took over ownership in April of 2023, and so we're here for 23 and 24. It is the first time that a tenant is occupying the property.
Okay,
Correct. That's correct.
I'm good, you guys.
Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Mr. Flores, just so you're aware, you'll have 30 days from this date to submit the $5 for 23 and the $5 for 24 with a completely filled out rental registration form in order for the board's decision to remain valid, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy your time in Hawaii.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Letter B, 855 Logan. Mr. Flores, you're free to go ahead and get off Zoom if you want to. It's up to you, though.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to go back to bed.
Thank you.
My name is Guillermo Martinez.
His name is,
Guillermo Martinez.
Guillermo Martinez.
Okay, could you ask him why he was late for 2024?
Dice que por qué trató de registrarlo tarde.
Lo que pasa es que como tuve un accidente y andaba en preparaciones para una cirugía,
He had an
se me
accident, he was
olvidó,
preparing for surgery with his arm,
se me olvidó, se me
and with
pasó
all the madness with the surgery and with his injury, he completely forgot register the property.
Okay,
So we have Mr. Guillermo as the owner since '99, and the property has been registered on time in previous years, with the only exception being in 2017, in which he did appear for a late fee appeal hearing, was granted for that year. The only other mention I would have is that there is a homestead tax exemption being claimed on the property, and Mr. Guillermo lives in Rockford, Illinois, so I would just request that he complete the highlighted sections on the form and then give it back so we can get this filed and have a proper, have the homestead tax exemption removed.
Es para que le quiten los impuestos de la casa, de que, para
17,
que
I'm
puedan
good, right? You guys
quitarle
good?
las,
Yes, sir.
Especially with the surgery,
lo que es
whatever.
la
Yeah.
deducción
Okay.
de los impuestos. Va a tener que llenar esta forma.
Okay.
Does he understand he has to remove the homestead exemption? Okay. If you could just please let him know that we're going to waive the late fee today, but in the future, he has to make sure this is a second time, so make sure it doesn't happen again.
Y esta es la segunda vez y ya no se lo van a perdonar.
Okay, es que también tenía este año la iba a vender la casa, nada más que no la pude vender porque
No, está bien, pero en este caso hay otra pregunta para la multa de hoy.
no,
Okay.
And if he'd like to stay after the meeting, he can pay the $5 for 2024. Okay.
Puede pagarlo hoy si quieres.
okay.
Motion to waive the late fee.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter C, 7217 Harrison Avenue. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Could you give us your name, please?
George Vogrin.
Good morning, Mr. Vogren. Can you tell us what happened in 23 and 24?
We have a procedure in place to pay this registration, but we've been reducing our rental activity in the area, and then we added one, which kind of slipped by, so we missed it.
Okay,
Plain and simple.
gotcha.
So it looks like the property is listed under the ownership of Easy Property Solutions LLC since March 7th of '22. Now, there were permits and work being performed on the property as it looks like this appeared, it was on the demo list for a while. So the work was done and completed, the property removed, and then it would appear that occupancy started in '23, which would have then required a property to be registered. So we are here for '23 and '24, and these are the first 2 years that the property will be registered.
Okay. Yeah.
Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sir, if you'd like to wait till after the meeting, you could pay the $10.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
And that does it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 12, the meeting's now open to the public. Anybody have anything they'd like to say?
Chris?
Chris? Okay,
Okay.
good to go.
Motion to adjourn.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you.